I eat, sleep, and drink hockey. I mean, it's amazing. It's my life pretty much.
Just amazing to be able to do this.
I love the game and try to remind myself of how fortunate I am every time I step out there.
1,000, no matter how you look at it, it's pretty good.
For 15 years, the color scheme has been Penguins black and gold. But mostly, he has hunted silver. On Saturday, Sidney Crosby will play in his 1,000th game, occasions that the NHL marks with the presentation of a silver stick. This is another prize in a fabulous career, another bauble polished to a gleam that will reflect the hunger for greatness in those light brown eyes. But of all those awards, only one truly matters to a player who was bound for distinction before he stepped onto NHL ice. That 35-pound trophy that he won more quickly and more often than his long-ago landlord, Mario Lemieux. The silver stick is notable because it represents a demarcation point, a way station to history. The only real surprise is Crosby made it this far. There were 2-week detours in which his quest for silver alchemized into passion for gold. In 2010, in Vancouver,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
4 years later, in Sochi.
Crosby with a breakaway, scores!
But his NHL journey has been as torturous as it has been fascinating. There was something compelling about Crosby from the moment his hockey home was determined by a ping-pong ball in the post-lockout lottery. In the 3-act drama of his career, the one that almost too neatly divides itself into 5-year tranches, this was callow Crosby. Ultimately, he was judged not by his numbers or his simmering emotions, but by his ability to lead his team to a Stanley Cup. After losing the 2008 final, the Penguins won the following spring. Crosby became a champion in 4 seasons, one sooner than Wayne Gretzky. Next came concussion Crosby. At what seemed the apex of his career, Crosby sustained a brain injury literally on a dark and stormy night in Pittsburgh. For a time, no one, including Crosby, was absolutely certain when or if he would return and what kind of player he would be should he come back. He would play only 256 regular season games during the next 5 seasons, more than 100 fewer than his foil, Alex Ovechkin. Mired in a sluggish first half of 2015-16, Crosby, at age 28, seemed trapped in hockey's middle age.
He's so used to dominating the game. Been a lot of this, a lot of frustration.
He was no longer a prodigy, and he wasn't old enough to yell at Connor McDavid to get off his lawn. Then, starting at mid-season, Act 3, Comeback Crosby.
Crosby steps back in and he got loose. Score! Sidney Crosby!
2 more Stanley Cups followed in 2016 and 17. Seemingly, so did a new appreciation for his game, the center's edge work, his defensive reliability, his organic gathering of the 1,000 little details that make up a player not merely in search of excellence, but of unattainable perfection. He entered the NHL at 18, a personage before he was a fully realized person. Now, in the full bloom of maturity, Crosby is the ultimate grinder who is still fully capable of dazzling with passes and goals.
Sees part for Crosby to the goal. He scores!
I think it was a one-hand wrist shot up in the air by the glove hand. Sidney Crosby, he's got it all!
This Crosby play, of course, is not over. There will be more signposts of his greatness, like his 500th goal, probably coming next season. There will be other shake-your-head moments, like those featuring his stunning hand-eye coordination. Of the 350 who have played at least 1,000 NHL games, he will rank third in points per game, behind only Gretzky and Marcel Dion. As the curtain falls on 1,000, now is the time to do what audiences do everywhere: applaud.